Raul Malo, the legendary frontman of the Mavericks, and one of the most recognizable voices in modern country and Americana music, has died at the age of 60 after battling stage 4 cancer and leptomeningeal disease. His wife, Betty Malo, has confirmed the heartbreaking news through a deeply emotional social media post that shook the music world on December 8, 2025. She shared that on the evening of December 8th, her husband gained his angel wings, a line that instantly resonated with fans around the world who admired him for his warmth, talent, and larger-than-life stage presence. Today, we are going to update you about the funeral. Raul Malo's passing leaves behind a tremendous void in the world of music. Known for his extraordinary vocal range, rich emotional delivery, and his ability to merge genres effortlessly, he was more than a singer, he was an architect of sound. His music blended country, rockabilly, Latin rhythms, Cuban heritage, romantic, ballads, vintage pop, and soul. He was a rare kind of artist who could perform a heartbreaking ballad with the intensity of a classical tenor and then shift seamlessly into a fast-paced, dance-heavy, genre-bending performance. Fans gravitated to his voice because it carried sincerity, warmth, passion, and an unmistakable signature style. Born to Cuban parents in Miami, Malo grew up in a multicultural environment where music flowed through every part of his life. Listened to old Cuban records with his family, absorbed the crooning magic of Roy Orbison, admired the emotional power of Elvis Presley, and found comfort in traditional country legends. These wide-ranging influences shaped his identity long before he stepped on a stage. For him, music wasn't a career. It was a language he understood instinctively, a force that shaped his worldview. His journey to global recognition began when he co-founded the Mavericks in the late 1980s. The band quickly stood out for its daring sound, one that many music critics said simply didn't fit neatly inside the Nashville mold. But that became their strength. As Malo's voice soared over horns, accordions, electric guitars, and Cuban percussion, a new kind of country fusion was born. Their live shows became the stuff of legend, colorful, explosive, unpredictable, and deeply emotional. Fans often described the Mavericks concerts as musical celebrations of life. Throughout the 1990s, the Mavericks achieved major success, winning awards and gaining international attention. Songs like Dance the Night Away, What a Crying, Shame, Here Comes the Rain, and All You Ever Do Is Bring Me Down became fan favorites. Each track showcased Malo's powerhouse vocals and the band's ability to blend traditional and modern styles. Critics repeatedly praised Malo for elevating country music into new creative territories. Many acts that came later openly admitted they followed the Mavericks' path because Malo dared to break rules nobody else wanted to break. Even outside the band, Malo built an impressive solo career. His solo albums revealed a different side of him and Tomit, reflective, experimental. He embraced orchestral arrangements, old-school boleros, jazz influences, mariachi touches, and stripped-back acoustic sessions. His solo work displayed the kind of vocal virtuosity that placed him among the greatest male vocalists in modern American music. Raul Malo's death on December 8 came after a long and difficult fight with cancer and leptomeningeal disease. Leptomeningeal disease is a rare and aggressive condition where cancer cells spread to the membranes surrounding the brain and spinal cord. The prognosis is often severe and treatments are limited. Malo faced this illness with strength, privacy, and resilience. His wife's tribute made it clear that even in his final days, he remained deeply connected to his family, his faith, and the love that defined his life. In her heartbreaking message, Betty wrote, "At 8:52 p.m. on December 8, 2025, my love, our boy's father, a devoted son and brother, and a friend to so many, gained his angel wings." She added a line that touched the hearts of fans everywhere. He was called to do another gig, this time in the sky, and he's flying high like an eagle. The imagery of Raul performing among the stars struck a chord with thousands of people who admired him not only for his voice, but for the soul behind it. Tributes flooded social media within minutes. Fellow musicians from Nashville, Miami, Texas, Los Angeles, and beyond described him as one of the purest voices in music, a generous mentor, and a man who sang from the heart every single time. Many shared personal stories of his kindness, how he took time to encourage new artists, offer advice, or simply listen. Others recalled how his music helped them through the hardest moments of their lives. Fans from all generations expressed their grief. Some wrote about discovering the Mavericks as teenagers and feeling understood for the first time. Others described the joy of dancing to dance the night away at weddings, family gatherings, and celebrations. Many sent messages of how Malo's ballads comforted them in grief, heartbreak, loneliness, or long nights on the road. A remarkable number of fans mentioned his concerts as some of the happiest nights they ever experienced. Even in his final years, when his health declined, Raul remained a symbol of strength. Friends close to the family mentioned that he continued to sing at home, write lyrics, and revisit old recordings. He would gather with his sons, share stories, and listen to Cuban classics. His love for music was the thread that kept him grounded and hopeful. Even during difficult moments, his influence in the Americana, country, and Latin country movements cannot be overstated. Many rising artists point to Malo as the reason they felt free to blend genres, mix cultures, or experiment beyond traditional rules. He proved that authenticity matters more than labels. His courage to innovate helped pave the way for the modern fusion styles in country and roots music at home. Raul Malo was known first and foremost as a father and a husband. Betty's post reflected the depth of his love for his family, emphasizing his roles not just as a musician but as a loving parent, devoted partner, and loyal son. Their family bond was strong, and even during the worst moments of his illness, he made sure his home was filled with warmth. As news outlets around the world covered his passing, fans began to ask about funeral plans and memorial services. Raul was a global figure. Fans across the United States, Latin America, and Europe want to pay their respects. His legacy spans continents, languages, and musical traditions, making the question of how to honor him especially significant. In Nashville, many musicians expect large public tributes in the coming weeks. His name is already being mentioned. In discussions about tribute concerts, industry memorial nights, and special televised celebrations of his life and music, the Mavericks fan community, known for being passionate and loyal, has also begun suggesting candlelight vigils, musical gatherings, and charity events in his honor. For now, however, the family has not yet shared funeral details. They are grieving privately, surrounded by close friends and loved ones. Their priority remains healing and protecting the emotional needs of their children. Raul Malo's legacy will remain alive for generations. His records will continue to be played. His voice will continue to inspire. Genre-defying creativity will remain a blueprint for musicians seeking artistic freedom. His warmth, kindness, and humanity will continue to be remembered by all who knew him or experienced his music. His story from Miami's Cuban neighborhood to international stardom is one of talent, courage, innovation, and passion. His music leaves behind a trail of memories, moments, and emotions that fans will carry forever. His presence in the music world will be deeply missed, but his influence will never fade. As of this moment, no official funeral announcement has been made. Whenever the family releases updates, they will be shared immediately.